Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Zee again with an interesting video for you. If you're new here, please like, subscribe, share, you know what to do. And if you aren't, please go back to this video and let's get right into today's video, because this isn't a regular vloggy vlog. It's something different for you guys, okay? So today's video is something extremely different. We are literally going to be making a lasagna together. Now I know I've done cooking with Zee. For those of you that have been here for a really long time, you know that I used to do cooking with Zee back in 2021, which was basically just me showing you guys how I cook my everyday food, because I'm a foodie, and I actually used to do that while I was running Zee's Kitchen, which is my cooking business, which is now closed. So anyways, if you know, you know. If you've been here since 2021, you should have an idea what I'm talking about. But basically this time I tried to make it a bit different in that I'm actually going to be talking and demonstrating everything for you guys while we do this video. I did also kind of like a vlog style, because I did record some clips earlier of me shopping and buying the ingredients, because I literally just got home from work, literally. So I did film a bit of me getting the groceries from ShopRite and everything. So I'll insert those clips here, then we're going to come back into the video. Alright, so that was basically when I went to ShopRite after work to get some ingredients for lasagna. But yeah, so I'm taking you guys through the whole process of me making lasagna. I literally just got home, like I said, from work. I'm turning on the camera for you guys because I'm in the mood to film. It's a long weekend and I'm happy that I'm going to be sleeping, because I've literally been working since Monday, so I'm looking forward to just like sleeping. And today was payday, so your girl's enjoying herself, you know what I mean? So yeah, I actually really want to get my head, and this is going to be like a vlog style, so I don't want to hear too much talking. This is a cooking vlog, okay, not a cooking video. So I don't want to hear talking too much. And subscribe from talking too much, because I always talk too much. Anyways, let's get into the video. So we have mince, lasagna sheets. I just bought the things that we didn't really have, because most of the ingredients are already in the fridge, thanks to my mom, God bless her. So we have lasagna sheets, and then I got 2 types of cheeses because I felt like this wasn't going to be enough, so I got an extra one just in case, because I love my lasagna extremely cheesy. And then I also got green pepper and canned mushrooms. So we already have onions, we already have the sauce, we already have flour, milk and everything. So it was just like these essential things that I needed to get. So what I'm going to do now is, I feel like, oh my gosh, I feel like, you know, like when you're a kid and you're pretending to like be on a cooking show. Yeah, this is how I'm feeling right now. So I actually want to lower the camera so you guys can actually see what I'm going to make with on the table. I'm just going to move. And yeah, so I'm going to start basically preparing my ingredients. I'm super hungry, so I'm really looking forward to cooking the lasagna. And I'm going to be trying my best to explain step by step of how I made it, because I was going to do like a bake with me, but I wasn't craving anything so sweet. I was craving something. I was craving lasagna to be specific, so yeah. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get a pot from the pantry. It's going to be for the boiling the lasagna sheets, because they're flat. It's flat pasta, so I needed to get like a bigger pan. Same design, it was a set of pots. And then this will be for the mince. Actually, it's going to be big enough for the mince. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip the camera so you guys can actually watch the cooking process, and then we'll get back into filming me talking when I'm actually layering the lasagna. is I'm cooking my meat sauce in this pan pot that you've seen here, and then this one is basically going to be for my lasagna sheets, which I actually boil before putting them in the oven because it makes the cooking process less tedious. If you didn't pre-cook your lasagna sheets before making the lasagna and put it in the oven, your lasagna would be in there for 2 hours max, which would be a disadvantage to the meat because then the meat would become overcooked. So it's important to boil your sheets before actually putting them in the lasagna dish and then put them in the oven because it makes the cooking process like literally 30 minutes instead of 2 hours. So that's what I'm going to be doing now. And yeah guys, I've already chopped up my vegetables. I have red onion, green pepper, and mushrooms. That's what's going to go in the mince, and then I'm now currently going to start boiling the sheets. So that's basically what we're going to be doing. Grating my cheese and just getting it ready. Don't mind how I'm holding it. I know this is very unhygienic, but just bear with me guys. So I'm just going to start grating the cheese in advance while the meat sauce and the sheets boil. I haven't yet put the sheets to boil because I want to wait for the water to become like extremely hot and actually start boiling before putting in the sheets because then it makes the cooking process faster. These are tips that you guys should know, okay? Yeah. Oh, masher. To mash your mince is a great hack if you don't like big mince like mine. Especially for lasagna, it's nice when the mince is kind of like refined. So you see what that does? It basically just refines everything and makes it sheets. I keep bending over because yeah, the lens isn't wide enough to capture everything. So bear with me.
On my mind like cabinet killers or police killers. I'm playing slick shit, manipulate the polite folks because they ignorant. Down to the shoulders of the ones that got the pigment. Lately I've been dressing to the scene so malignant. I need to feel your essence in my presence if you with it. I guarantee you won't regret you. Come through and chill, drops like you will.
Now, here's my trick. When I'm making lasagna, you know how, okay, if you're really like in tune with your culinary skills, you should know that this sauce is basically a meat sauce, which is most of the time used, or rather made with marinara, which is like this red pasta sauce. It has the same consistency as ketchup, and because I love this sort of ketchup, which is Wellington's, I'm going to be using this as a substitute for marinara sauce, as well as tomato paste, because I don't like tomato paste, but I love this. So I use this instead of that. Also extremely cheaper because marinara sauce is expensive. From here, yeah. Sorry, the table's a bit messy because, like I said, I've been using it to cook. But I just want to now basically get the tray to use for the lasagna sheets. or for the lasagna itself. Eric's dish. And I'm basically just going to spray this. This is non-stick spray. So in our household, we like to use this as opposed to like using butter to like grease the pan and stuff, because one, less fat, two, it's healthier. So we use this. So I'm basically going to do is I'm just going to spray. It's also less tedious because you don't really get to have like your hands greasy and everything. Just ignore the fork. But yeah, this is just to prevent the lasagna from sticking to the bottom of the pan when it's time to remove it from the oven. Cheese, or rather the layers go meat sauce, cheese sauce, sheets. So I'm going to do 2 layers only because I want to maximize on the cheese. Just ignore, oh my gosh, the fog is a lot, hey, but it looks pretty like in there. It's going to clear up in a few. So let's start spooning everything on here. Let me just bring everything onto the table so you can see exactly what I'm working with. My meat sauce looks. Like I said, this is my version of lasagna. This is basically just, or what can I say? There are basically so many ways you can do this. You can go to Google and find so many ways. But for me, this is how I've been making it since I was like in 9th grade. When I finally got the recipe right, because I tried to make, the first time I made lasagna was in I think 6th grade, and it was not nice at all. But by 9th, I had perfected my recipe and I've stuck with it ever since. Of course, I change it every now and then based off the ingredients that are available, but this is basically how I do it. So you have your first layer of meat sauce. Let me just show you guys what I mean by first layer. So that's the first layer of meat sauce. Then what you do is our cheese sauce. I didn't add butter, I decided not to, but which is basically just flour, milk, cheese, lots of cheese and black pepper. So I'm going to spoon this mixture like across the middle because cheese sauce actually like melts and spreads all over the lasagna, so you don't want to put too much. I'm not really a fan of like too much cheese sauce, so this should be enough just for like the second layer. Looks like that. Then our sheets, which have been resting in the pan, the sheets, just so they don't stick together. So all these are tricks that I basically learned in high school. So it's like basic cooking 101, and from my mom as well. So done, and this is how it looks. I cut up the pieces of lasagna sheets as well, just so that it like matches the shape of the tray. So we're going to repeat the entire process again, this time with the remaining meat sauce. So I'm just going to like pour everything on there. It looks lovely. I wish you guys, let me try and do you guys. the last part, we're actually going to pour the rest of the cheese sauce on here. Just like that. It out. This layer is extremely important because people make the mistake of putting the cheese directly on the sheets, but it doesn't end up like melting very well. So this just aids in helping the raw cheese melt properly. So ignore the chunks of ungrated cheese. I realized I had grated too much and I was supposed to. So then you have that. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm actually going to put an extra touch of color. And voila! So this will go in the oven for, this is going to go in the oven for about 30 to 45 minutes just to bake, to let the cheese melt, as well as everything else to get nice and cooked. You guys see these layers? That's what we mean when we say layered lasagna. Oh, guys, literally when I was, because we have a gas cooker, so literally like the whole kitchen was like smoky because of the cheese hitting against the gas, and okay, it was a lot, hence why my eyes look a bit red. But let's ignore that because the most important part of the cooking process, you guys can hear the TV in the background, don't mind, I was watching this program on E earlier on. But lasagna is ready and I'm super excited to try this with you guys. I know it's definitely going to hit, so let's just get right into the taste test. Let's try this lasagna. It looks so good. I'm excited. I haven't had lasagna in 6 months because I was literally at school. This is the first time I made it since I got back, so but nevertheless, This needs a drink. So anyways, I'm going to finish eating. Man, this is so good. I'm going to link the description. I'm going to write the recipe down in my description box down below so you guys can try it out for yourselves whenever you want to. But just basically me making a lasagna, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I'll be trying my best to diversify more content here and there while I'm going to be at home on my work contract. So hope you guys really enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye y'all.